Dear good people of Tigray, among the basic doctrines of war, there is an old adage that a commander can determine where and when to start a war, but cannot determine where, when, and how the war ends. In September 2020, leaders of the Tigrayan People's Liberation Front defied the federal government of Ethiopia and conducted elections in Tigray. Essentially, the TPLF leaders decided to govern Tigray region as an independent republic. On the 3rd of November 2020, the Tigray Region Special Force attacked the Ethiopian National Defense Forces Northern Command headquarters, routed the federal forces, and pillaged weapons, ammunition, and equipment. The TPLF leadership turned what was a political contest into a military conflict. The federal government deployed the Ethiopian National Defense Forces to re-establish its power and authority over Tigray. Tigray had returned to war once again, 10 years after the Eritrean-Ethiopian war over the border disputes in Badme and Adigrat. People of Tigray, your region was at war between 1975 and 1991. Again in 1998 to 2002, and now since November 2020. My brothers and sisters, Tigray is generally arid and rainfall deficient. Food aid has been a perennial feature of your lives. TPLF was in power in Addis Ababa between 1991 and 2018. True, Tigrayan politicians and generals amassed a lot of wealth, built magnificent private office blocks, hotels and homes in Mekele, but still managed to ship over $30 billion abroad. Good people, the children of your politicians and generals live and school abroad, but your own children are not in school now. And even if they are, some are schooling in refugee camps in Sudan or as internally displaced persons inside Tigray. And now they have to dodge bombs and bullets at home or in school. Good people, drought, famine, and hunger are ravaging Tigray. Babies are dying due to lack of basics. Why? All this because a few members of TPLF are not happy because they lost political power. It is your children who have become cannon fodder in the name of freedom. But freedom from what or from who? Tigray is an integral part of Ethiopia. The TPLF has not declared secession, nor have they declared that they will no longer be part of the Confederation of Ethiopia. All they want is a through pass to power over the whole of Ethiopia. Power for the sake of power, for their personal benefit, but not for the benefit of ordinary citizens of Tigray. Why? If TPLF cared about you, they would have used the resources that they looted from the rest of Ethiopia over 27 years to create dams and establish irrigation schemes, wind-powered boreholes, and model food production farms all over Tigray. But they did not do that, and cannot and will not, because they do not care about the people of Tigray. They are only interested in power. Good people, think about this as you donate your meager resources and sacrifice your sons and daughters to fight a needless war on behalf of a cabal that abused power for 27 years and made the rest of Ethiopia develop very negative notions against the people of Tigray. You have a choice of telling the TPLF politicians and generals a big no and forcing them to negotiate a political solution to the current dispute because it is only a political solution that will ameliorate the suffering that the people of Tigray are going through at this moment. Do not be deceived. TPLF is not and will not win this war against the rest of Ethiopia. Do not fall for their cheap propaganda. Say no to their designs and deceptive political machinations, because it is your lives, the lives of your children, that they are destroying in the name of seeking political power over the rest of Ethiopia for their own personal benefit. Thank you, and please think about this message, because going forward, you will see the continued use of aircraft and drones on your territory, and this will have a big impact on your lives. And all this because your own politicians and generals want to get back to power in Addis Ababa, because they cannot survive in a situation where they are like the rest of Ethiopians who have to grapple with ordinary life without political power and the trappings and the vestiges of state power. Thank you.